All right, so we're going to talk about tonight a little bit of something new and then a continuation of the last time we met, which was talking a little bit about two and free and getting people started fast. And so, if you'll remember, we've been talking about the rejection roller coaster. What happens when people sign up, how they're super excited at the very beginning, but then they go out and do things wrong, and then they get negative, and then they start that rejection roller coaster, up and down, negativity, positivity, getting people plugged in, getting them unplugged, all of the things that happen in terms of managing and setting people's expectations. So, one of the things that I wanted to do was give you a real life example. So, have a new person that I'm working with. They made a sale this weekend, signed somebody up on Saturday, put them in on Saturday, did not do a game planning session, did not do a launch event for them, just had them invite to the Zooms. But remember, when people are excited, they're going to go start talking to people. So he signed them up on Saturday morning, all right? And then he told them about the Zoom on Sunday night, did not plan a launch event. And literally on Monday, the guy canceled. And so I told him, I said, look, this is common, all right, because you didn't get him to a live event. You signed him up on Saturday. You didn't meet with him. You didn't train him. You didn't go through the Bright Life Blueprint. All you did was told him to invite to the Zoom. So he signs up on Saturday. He doesn't have anything to do until Sunday night. So guess what he's doing? He's super excited on Saturday when he signs him up. He doesn't have anything to take people to or invite people to until Sunday night. So that gives him almost 48 hours of time to be out there spewing on people and telling them about everything, explaining everything to them, doing it all wrong. And then what happened was he didn't get anybody on the Zoom on Sunday night. He already faced negativity. He had already gotten some rejection. Somebody had already told him that it wasn't going to work. He wasn't going to make any money, that the trips weren't real, the discounts weren't real, blah, 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 blah. All the negativity, right? So then on Monday, the guy is already ready to cancel. And so what I want to explain to you is that it is so critical that when you bring people in, you bring them in the right way. We talked last week. I told you to call and apologize to all of the people that you've signed up if you've never launched them properly. And I know that the majority of you have not launched everybody you've signed up properly. We've all made this mistake. And so when are you going to start bringing people in and putting them in the proper system? If you're not using the system, if you're not following the program that we've been through, you're not going to have results. The same thing that happened to him on Saturday, signing somebody up, having them quit on Monday, has nothing to do with Bright Life, has nothing to do with our system, has nothing to do with the compensation. It has everything to do with how they're introduced and what happens between the time that they sign up and the time that they either quit or have success. And so that is up to you. That is where you are actually in control of their future with Bright Life and of their success. So if you're not using the system, if you're not getting them started right, if you're not telling them about the board of directors, remember, they're going to go talk to their low-hanging fruit first, which is their cheapest, brokest, like least successful people. Because remember, they're going to talk down. They're going to talk to the people that they have influence over. Those are going to be the people that are the most negative, that are the least likely to sign up, that are the least likely to listen, that have the least amount of resources. All of this stuff we've been talking about, and it's happening. And so I mentioned last week how many of you have done launch events for your new people, and almost none of you had done them. And so this is critical. You have to get somebody signed up, and they have to have a launch event or something to invite somebody to within 24 hours, worst case 48 hours. And if there's nothing for them to invite people to for 48 hours, you're running a huge risk, just like this new guy did, signing somebody up on Saturday morning from a Friday presentation and then them quitting already on Monday. And I'm just telling you, this has nothing to do with Bright Life. This would happen in any other type of business, anything that's in this industry, anything that's in this space. The only way you can prevent that from happening is to follow the system, follow the program. So I'm going to go through really quick and check on your activity. Sammy, I'm reading yours first. Okay, and Sammy, I mentioned in the last meeting that I want you guys to start sending me by email everybody that's doing the coins. I want the 5 names with their number or their IG or Facebook page on every day. So I want to get that list, because if you send me the list and y'all are doing 5 every day, That means every week I should have 35 new names from all of you. Okay. And so I didn't get that email yesterday. So all of you that are doing the coins, and I recommend that everybody do it, but I've told several of you specifically to do it. You need to be sending me an email. That is your assignment. Every day when you end the day, I want the 5 names with their phone number or their Instagram page or their Facebook page, whatever you got. Remember, you have to have gotten either their phone number or a social media contact for them. I want your list every day. I want y'all doing this, getting in the habit of doing it. And if you're doing it 7 days a week, that's 35 new prospects every single week that you have. Okay. So please, guys that are doing the coins, Sammy, Marcus, Kelly, Simba, you guys need to be sending me those every day. Okay. You've got 8 new contacts in the last 48 hours, Marcus. You've got 2 people confirmed for tomorrow night. I'm assuming you're going to still be inviting and trying to get people there for that. Daryl, you've got a lunch next week. Did you do a lunch this week, Daryl?
The one that I had scheduled for yesterday got rescheduled.
Okay.
So today it was snowed in today, the beginning of the day. So I spent a lot of time on the phone, reaching out to people. And I got an appointment for next week based on my activity today. And I wanted to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I know I heard you say before that when a person responds, I sent the video to someone today, and the first thing come out of his mouth after he watched it was, I want to do my research. And you said, tell them the best research is to go ahead and sign up for 7 days. But I was looking on the thing tonight to see that he get on the call. I didn't see his name, but I've had people put a fictitious name up, but
yeah,
I'm not sure I hadn't called him back because I go straight on to this.
Yeah, sure.
But
yeah, call him
I had another
afterwards. I mean, the thing is, if somebody wants to do research, the best way they can do research, they can't do research without being a member. So that's what I tell them. I say, look, this is a private club. It's kind of like saying, hey, will you let me go out and play a bunch of golf at the country club before I decide if I want to join or not? They're not going to let you go out on the club and start just playing golf and acting like you're a member. It doesn't work that way. And so you need to explain to them, you can't do any research. There's nothing that you can research. And if you have questions, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on the phone with somebody who has all the answers, and then you just put them on the phone with Denson or somebody else on the team that can answer their questions. Remove yourself from the equation and let somebody else answer their questions so that it's not you. Because remember, you're not a prophet in your own town, right? So remove yourself from the equation, let somebody else answer their questions, or get them started under the 7-day money-back guarantee. Okay.
Another question. One of the guys who I reached out to, he was in Hawaii putting on a concert, and it was so ironic because Marcus called me after one of our calls, and he and I hooked up and talked and had a great conversation. And he knows the guy, son, my friend who he knows Bob Marley's son. He was putting on a concert. So he's definitely not what I would consider low-hanging fruit. But he sent me a text today, and he's a guy who's always been quite successful in what he's done, but he mentioned that he don't have time to do MLM. So I know he has a lot of contacts. So how do you handle a person like that?
Here's what you say. First of all, the only thing about MLM is the fact that you're going to be able to get paid off of all the work that I'm doing and all of the work that happens because of your relationships and connections. There is no other MLM other than that. And so you should want to get paid off of your connections. You should want to get paid off your relationships. That's exactly what an influencer does. It's exactly what a celebrity does. Everybody gets paid off of their influence. You get paid for what your influence is. And if you're not getting paid that way, then you're doing something wrong. You should be getting paid for your influence. That's what Instagram has figured out. That's what TikTok has figured out. That's what Facebook has figured out. It's not about MLM. It's just about getting paid what you're worth. You recommend products and services to people that you know every day of your life. And so now you're actually going to finally get rewarded for it in the most exciting and lucrative industry in the world, because nobody else gets excited about physical products, right? People don't get excited about, stuff to take, wrinkles off your face and, cream to put on your bunions. This is not that. People don't get excited about that. People do get excited about Disney. He's in Hawaii. So clearly he likes to travel. He likes music. He likes entertainment. So now's a way for him to actually bring his influence and get paid off of it. And instead of getting paid for one show, one appearance, now you can get paid residually over and over again after making just one introduction. So why would you want to keep getting paid linearly when you can get paid for the efforts of everything else and everything because of your introductions? So that's what I'm going to tell them. So, and if you want to write that down, this will be posted later tonight. You can go listen to that and just jot down what I just said. There's a lot of ways that you can talk about it with people where that's why we call it an influencer program. This is the most non-MLM you'll ever see. The only thing MLM about it is just the fact that you're getting paid off of other people's efforts. Other than that, there's no MLM to it, So, if you think about it, if somebody had, a talent agency or they were a manager or promoter, they're getting paid to promote. They're getting paid off other people's work. It's the exact same thing. So if you're out promoting a singer or a songwriter or a musical act or whatever, you're getting paid off of other people's work. You're doing the exact same thing. It's just you're only getting paid for one show. You're getting paid one time. This could be residually every single month for the rest of your life. Okay? He just
all right, I definitely
doesn't make sense.
Go back and retweet us. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, just go back and listen to everything I just said. Jot it down, write some notes, and then call him back when he gets back in town. Just revisit it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Jessica. We talked earlier about your event. You've got 15 people already coming next week. Did you already know where you're doing next week's event? Is it you're going to do it same place, same day, different day?
Just go ahead and keep it there since I've already talked to some.
Yeah, you've already got your vibe there, and people they know you, and it's already been set up. You didn't have any problems. I would just keep it there for now. So let's just confirm with them tomorrow that that's good. Just confirm so that way y'all can start inviting. You should start inviting, as soon as the last event is over, and so because ideally you'd be signing people up from last night and then they would be inviting people too. So now it's not just you, it's others, and this is what happens as you guys start to do these events consistently, same time, same place, every week. Now people can count on it. They can depend on it. And you'll have more people there than just you. Simba, Kelly, I saw your notes. That's good. You guys just send me your list of your new contacts with everybody that's doing the coins. And I think that's it for tonight. So if y'all have any questions, you can shoot it to me via email or send me a text. I remember everybody's got my number on here for the most part. But tomorrow night, I have the event in Dallas, so we will not be on tomorrow night. We'll be back on Friday night. So we'll be back here on Friday night. There won't be a call tomorrow night. That will be an update from everything that you do on Thursday. And let's all try to hit a rank this week. I know several of you are just 2 or 3 sales away or less. So let's try to get our ranks wrapped up and on to the next one by Friday. We are going to have our biggest sales week in company history this week. We're already trending above where we were last week. Last week is our biggest. So this is going to be the biggest week in company history. What part of that are you going to play? So let's make sure that y'all are doing all the stuff that we talked about, working on your list, continuing to work on your events, continuing to work on your schedule. And those of you that are doing the coins, please be sending me those every single day before you go to bed. Email it to me with the 5 names and numbers or their contact information. You guys have a great night. God bless. We'll see you Friday night.